Yo, what's up YouTube? Dirty Dan Gaming coming back with another Rise of Kingdoms video. And today, as we're kind of wrapping up this KvK a little bit, we had a very nice turn of events that have happened. So if you're in King of the Nile KvK, you have to wait a few days until your level 10 and your level 9 passes unseal. Your level 10 passes are going to be the ones that connect to Kingsland. Now, we learned that if you are within the same camp as, you know, your allies and whatnot, you can actually take those passes, which Kingdom 1875 has used to their advantage to go and kind of somewhat protect 2467 and some of the rewards that they were at risk losing. And in doing so, entering a zone with 2293, dropping a fort, attempting to build the fort, which you will see that they complete, and then imprisoning, rallying, and swarming WarDaddy Chad for over 6 minutes. This was insane, guys. I'm very happy that I was able to catch it. Shout out to Kingdom 1875 for kind of making this day a little bit more fun, and also shout out to WarDaddy Chad because that was beautiful. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, so first, just a little bit of an overview real quick of what has transpired since. So we have pushed out all of our enemy camps. We have pretty much secured Kingsland. Now in the intro, you have these level 10 passes here that I was talking about, and then your level 9 passes. These are going to unseal on Friday, which we probably will be streaming the invasions of these zones. Now, while we were in Diplo chat today, we were kind of working through some possibilities of what 875 was going to be able to do, because we saw 2293 starting to aggressively flag down to this zone. They dropped a couple forts here, and it was definitely imminent that they were going to try and invade this zone 6 of 2467 to try and snag some rewards. Well, 1875 was pretty much like, no, that's not going to happen on our watch. And it was pretty much already sorted too that 1875 was going to be kind of pushing on some of these invasion fronts, because they are still Imperium and they are trying to drop Imperium currently. So here we are, and them doing so, they dropped the fort into the zone 6. We're able to take this past 9 because, again, this belongs to our camp. It's not an enemy camp. They're not enemies of ours. It does belong to our camp. So they are able to drop a fort into the zone, take this pass, and right here there was actually an SG fort from 2293 that they were able to destroy with about 5 to 10 minutes left. And then subsequently they dropped their own fort of W75, and which was really fun to see. I have some clips of it. Maybe I'll throw together a little bit of a video. But you had people like Abu here. They had quite a good amount of cities that got super lucky. I think that's the little bit of the spender's luck here, and they were able to hold this fort and complete it, even though 2293 is completely surrounded them. So now they are burning. You can see WarDaddy Chad still chilling off territory. So now we're going to jump to the clips of running through with Mr. WarDaddy Chad and how he survived his imprisonment. Okay, so here's a little bit of a clip that I was able to get. Well, actually not a little bit of a clip. This is pretty much the entire thing. So we see the Imprison get thrown on WarDaddy Chad. You can see that 875 imprisoned solely for the purpose because their fort was about to finish. Now, anytime you have Alliance territory that pops up underneath somebody, it will auto teleport them out. So very good move on them to imprison. So here you can see fort finishing in 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Imprison worked. He's not going anywhere. Now let's fast forward a little bit into the rally portion. All right, so here comes the rally. You can see that 2293 actually, I think, did something very smart. They put R5 and King on WarDaddy Chad. The reason why they did this is because it does get a little bit, I think, fishy at times. Like if they did not put King on him and we were able to chain in prisons, I think maybe at some point it might have gotten a little bit dicey for WarDaddy Chad. You can see here 91 million power. The rally hits, they start swarming almost immediately. They got the Henry and the Nebu rally. Yeah, Henry Nebu rally, which I think they probably could have just opted for the Boudica. I don't think that they were really at risk of being swarmed because of the massive field presence that they have. But you can see here, WarDaddy Chad really keeping his composure. 5 minutes left on the Imprison. He drops about 3 to 4 million power. I mean, we were rallying this guy at the very end of Kingsland, and this guy was just totally eating rallies. I think he's got about like 3 million T5 just pure infantry in his city. So you can see first rally and swarm is pretty much, that's all done and set. And I was really kind of curious here. I was like, are they gonna swarm? Are they gonna keep swarming? And I'm like, oh, yep, yes, here they go. They're going to keep on swarming. And you can see again, he drops from 91 million to 83, losing almost 9 million power. 91 million he's posted right there. So he did crack off a heal right there. I would assume maybe he gemmed it. I don't know. I would be freaking out in this situation, honestly. I really wouldn't know what to do. Massive props to WarDaddy for handling this the way that he is. So you can see now he's dropping at 79 million power, all the way down from 91. Swarm is continuing. This was juicy. 875 with them still being Imperium. I think that they probably could have just kept this going on, even after the Imprisons were kind of done, just to see how much fun they truly could have and how much they truly did want to drop Imperium. But we do have the, again, level 10 passes that are going to be unsealing on Friday. So I know that those guys are going to be probably looking to defend. 2293 is probably going to look to hunker down a little bit, depending on what happens in this zone. But I think that this zone, for the most part, is really kind of more or less a little bit of a luxury. At this point now, they're definitely not going to be getting any of the rewards from 2467, I think. And this got really juicy earlier today, too. I mean, I think when 1875 pulled off that fort drop, I think it kind of shocked a lot of people. I know it shocked, like, we had people asking in the Alliance chat, how are they able to get through? For future reference, guys, if you're in King of the Nile KvK, your own camp can take level 10 and level 9 passes. So things got really wild today in Lost Kingdom chat. 2293 was going off, 875 was going off. Our B seeds were throwing shade at us. I started to clap back on them. It was quite the entertaining evening when it came to Lost Kingdom chat today. And I'm very curious to see how 2293 is going to hold out on the rest of the zone. We'll probably look to stream at some point, maybe tomorrow. So you can see here, I think he actually did take about 700k deads. He didn't take much. He did get a few deads. I think maybe he's couldn't quite heal in time. 2.5 minutes left. We're clocking in on. But again, he's sustaining this very well. I mean, if I was down at 77 million power, I'd be toast, I'd be cooked. You would be seeing the Dirty Dan got zeroed video, if that was the case, if I was at 77 million power. All right, let's speed it up a little bit. I'm gonna kind of just zoom through. So we're going through. We're gonna go until we kind of get to the juice. 81 million power. Yeah, again, sustaining a 6 minute sustaining a 6 minute swarm is definitely no easy feat. I think he did this probably as best as he could, while minimizing the losses. As you can see here, I'm like, oh, can I do it? And I'm like, nope, I can't. Just in case, you never know. But again, good move on 2293 by throwing King on WarDaddy, because I think if we were able to crack off another Imprison on him, it might have gotten a little bit dicey. Yeah, he may have been able to bubble at some point. He may have been able to bubble at some point for sure. But as you can see here, the dust settles. WarDaddy Chad surviving the swarm. Maybe it was around 6 minutes. I hope so. I'm a little clickbait thumbnail, guys. Don't kill me. I don't really clickbait too much. So he dropped from 91 million power down to 77, 14 million power loss, and then I believe he's able to kind of just remain there and sustain. If we go and take a look at the reports, here's the first reports. We got 44k dead on his end, 2.2 dead to 2.2 million dead for 1875. 43 million kill points just on that one alone. Yeah, I think he only posted the 6 reports, so if he did post more, I apologize. Maybe Chisel has the rest of them. 66k dead to 1875's 1.2, 58k deads to his to their 1.7. Yeah, see, like, they're not even his deads. Like, dude just sat in there like a champ and was just taking the haymakers as they were coming at him. I think I skipped one report there, I believe. 181k dead. These are from people reinforcing. 2.6 million dead for on their end. 50 million kill points for WarDaddy. 5th report in, 664k dead, 1.2 million dead for 1875. I think I scroll down here. It's still not his deads. I don't know where those deads. Maybe they are his deads. That's probably the first one where he did actually lose, because he did lose about 700k deads, roughly. But for a guy like WarDaddy, that's really nothing. And then the last report, 370k deads to 2.3. So maybe he did lose all in all, like maybe about a million dead, but huge, massive trades for WarDaddy. I think he did that like anyone would probably expect him to do, because he is a very experienced player. He has the 2 accounts, one in 254, the other one in 2293. Dude's a beast. I gave him mad props the other day as we were kind of wrapping up Kingsland. I was like, dude, hella respect you, because the guy's a crazy fighter. I mean, he was on the field at Kingsland the entire day. I mean, I was on the field fighting too for 12 hours, but I'm just like, I gotta give this guy his props, because the dude was all over the place doing what he can. So again, huge shout out to 1875 for kind of hooking me up with this little tidbit of content. Shout out to WarDaddy Chad for being an absolute monster and just hanging in there and withstanding the storm. He did lose about 9 million power, it looks like, so he did take about 1 million deads, I think. Yeah, 46 million dead. I think he went up a little bit, so did take some deads, but all in all, I think it was a very successful seated defense from WarDaddy Chad. So if you guys enjoyed the content, please consider slapping a like, consider subscribing. We'll be coming back on Friday, most likely. We're going to be doing our zone invasion streams. Those would be pretty fun. We had some nice smack talk against the B seeds earlier, so 2554, 2506, for y'all who were talking shit, y'all better bring it, because we are coming for you. I'm coming for that belt. Just kidding. We'll see you guys on Friday. I'll talk to you later. I'm out. Have a good one. Peace.